from. Because a lot of times when people we've seen that sometimes when we get people to a certain level of success, it gets into their head and they forgot how they started and how they got where they got to. So when you master it, teach others. Because I could have still bottled this knowledge to myself and trade it with myself and make all the money. And when you see my G-Wagon drive past and my Rolls Royce drive past, you say, it's how vicious the way. I'll just tell you, now, God. Don't let that not be you. When you learn this thing now, go and share with others. All right. I'm back. Sorry about that network. Please put some 7 on the chat if you can hear me. Thank you. All right. Let me get my laptop up. Also. Just give me a minute to set up my laptop so that I can be able to write what I intend writing. This network, gotta be careful right now. Hold on, let me switch to another network. All right, I'm almost ready.
Recording in progress.
All right. So Newton Index checklist. Bye.
I think Chema's network is really disturbing. He's out now. I'm sure. Let's just be patient. He'll be back very soon. Thank you.
Hmm. So everyone, I don't know what's up with these networks today. I don't know what's up with them. Don't worry, it doesn't matter what they do. We will still get what we are meant to get. If push comes to shove, I'll record it and send a recording. Okay. All right, so we were talking about checklist for a buy before network struck. So Newton index, we've seen that it's been very, very, very predictable, with very high winning rate. If you can hear me, put a 111 on the chat, please. Awesome, thank you. All right. So these are the things you see and you make a buy decision. One, base currency. You know, base currency is the first currency. Those of you that are quite new, you know, in a currency pair, there are usually two currencies, one in front, one behind. So the very first currency you see in the pair is the base currency. Should be 2.8 and above. And quote currency. Which is the second. Should be minus 1.5 and below. That's the first thing you look out for. Two, on the volume session, each of them okay, base, let me be this, base currency must have at least one bar, one green bar. And quote currency must have at least one red bar. Oh. Is that clear? Is that clear? If it's clear, put clear on the chart. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So once you see these conditions are met, so where should you enter the trade? That's the question now. For buy, enter at the closest support area. At the closest support area. That's one of the things you learn from the videos. You learn about support and resistance. So not watch the videos, watch it. But we also have the time to, or make sure you watch those videos. It's very key, very, very key to your success. Very key. All right. So that's where you enter the trade. You enter the closest support. Where should you put your stop loss? Put your stop loss at next support below entry, or 30 to 40 pips. Stop loss at next support below the entry. That's below the support that you enter, or 30 to 40 pips. Usually for me, you can write this down, but I'm not putting it here. If the support is not up to 30 pips, I will add like 5 pips below the support. But if it's up to 30 pips, I leave it. Now, because sometimes you see a trade could go and hit a support and continue in the direction. So if you make that support your stop loss, it will just take you out and still go in that direction that it was meant to go. So sometimes if you give that 5 pips allowance, it is good. It gives you that space for the trade to really breathe before it goes. So someone might be asking, so what's the take profit? Take profit is take profit is 30 pips for first take profit, and second take profit second TP is 50 pips. Once you hit 50 pips, the trade has done its thing. So you can collect your money and look for another opportunity. But for some of you that are a bit advanced in trading, we'll talk about that another day. You can use a trailing stop. Trailing stop is something that can follow the profit as it's trailing profit. But that's not class for today. So for all of us, you get it, it hits 30 pips, that's your TP1, 50 pips, that's your TP2, and you are out. Is that clear for everyone? Is that clear? If it's clear, put clear on the chat. What is there is TP is 50. Second TP is 50 pips. That's what is there. Number 5, TP1 is 30 pips. TP2 is 50 pips. I'm trying to raise it. It's not showing. Maybe it's too low. All right, so this is for a buy. So let's quickly do for a sell. I hope you've taken a screenshot, though it's recorded anyway, and you're taking notes. For a sell, by now you should be able to even do it for yourself. For a sell, base currency should be minus 1.5 or below. And quote currency should be 2.8 and above. Base currency on the volume section, they should have at least one red bar and quote currency at least 1 green bar. Three. And 3. That next closest excuse me, resistance stop loss let me say 5 pips. Let me start using this 5 pips above the next resistance, or 30 to 40 pips. If the next resistance is like 60 pips, don't use it. Just do 30 or 40 pips. But if the next resistance is like 20 pips or 15 pips, just add 5 pips above it. So take profit 1 is 30 pips. Take profit 1, TP1, 30 pips. TP2, 50 pips. So if you're observant, why we wouldn't go for a stop loss bigger than 30 pips so that we'll have 1-to-1 risk to reward? So if you hit 50 pips, you have 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. If that good went above your head, finish the videos in the academy, okay? Yes, if what I just said now, you don't understand it, go and finish those videos. And when you're reading the risk, there's a particular video on risk management. When you're watching it, pay close attention, because your risk to reward should be at least 1-to-1, better 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2. So with this strategy, highly accurate. We're looking at very good, very good outcome. Because it's about 80, 85, 90% accurate. So do 1-to-1 and win it, and do 1-to-1 and lose 2 or 1, you are still in profit. I don't know if you get it. So if you are getting it, put I get it on that chart. I get it. All right. Some of you are not putting anything. Does it mean you didn't get it? So this is the index. When you open it, most times it will not be very sharp. It will be blurry. So you click on these settings and go to 1080p. That's the next one under, or you go to 720. Any of them you go to, it will be sharp. It will be sharper. All right, so that you'll be able to see the numbers. You can see the numbers are clear now. So somebody was asking that I should go to the charts. All right, so based on the numbers you are seeing, we still don't have a trade. Based on the numbers you are seeing, we still don't have a trade. The closest number I'm seeing here is 2.2, which is now up to 2.8. So we have this card 1.7. Have a trade. Okay. Well, let's assume that this NZD is 2.8. Let's match it with card, which is 1.7. So let's go to our checklist. We are assuming now, because for the sake of this class, let's just assume that NZD is 2.8 and card is already above, or is already below 1.5. You can see it's minus 1.7. So with that, are we to buy or to sell? NZD, CAD, are we to buy or sell? Based on the checklist. I need your answer on the chat quickly. Good. Promise us, Sinachi. Other people, you are thinking too much. This thing is simple. Don't overthink it. So we are to buy. Are we seeing at least one bar on the volume session? Are we seeing at least one bar? Red on card, green on, what happened? There should be green here. Why is there no green on there? Let me refresh it. All right. So yeah, the bars tell a lot about the currency. So let's go to the chart and look at NZD CAD. Somebody said demonstrate on the chart. So here we go. Hope you pay attention. All right, so this is NZD card. No, not NZD card. This is NZD Swiss franc. All right, so this is, we are just using this as an example. It's not set right yet. You can understand what I mean? Because as the time we are in, NZD is still 2.2. We should be patient to see it at 2.8. That is okay. CAD is around minus 1.7. But you can see even with that, it's pushing up. So now that we've seen it, so what do? We quickly mark up our support and resistance. As a simple way, we'll mark up support and resistance, which quite a number of you know. But if you don't know it, just follow me now. All right. So this is a very simple way to mark up support and resistance. When you watch the videos, you see another way of doing it, whichever one you choose. All right. All right. So our entry is on 5 minutes. So now, this is it. Let's say you want to enter this trade for a buy. Where is the next support? Here. But because it has tested this before, I'll prefer it coming to this lower one. But even if you take it here, let me check the pips. That's 3 pips, so not much. Not much. So, but this is not a trade. Mind you, this is not a trade, so that you don't come and take it now. So I prefer it to come here. If it was a trade, if it was a real trade, because the numbers are not where we want them to be. Yeah. All right. And I'll take it for a buy from this one because it has already tested this. You're most likely to come push lower here and move. But let's say the momentum increases. It does this. It goes up. It didn't hit that as support. It goes up. Come down. Yeah. Come back to this zone. And up it goes. So whichever one happens first. So what do you do in this scenario? You can set what is called pending orders. You don't have to wait, sit looking at your screen when it comes. No. There's something called pending orders. So how do you set pending orders? Simply, now that you have these areas, you come here. Can you see what I just said? That is most likely going to break that zone. So you set a pending order on this very 0.770457. You set what is called a buy limit. What does a buy limit mean? You want it to break that zone, and as it's coming up, take you into the market. So you set a buy limit. But like I said before, this is not a trade. So when you set a buy limit, where should be your stop loss? Your stop loss should be here. Should be here. So you're entering here, your stop loss is here. Or you can take it lower to this daily area, which is 17 pips. Nice. So I said, if it's not up to 30 pips, just add 5 pips. This is about, 16 pips. So if you add 5 pips, that will be 21. Very good stop loss. You make your stop loss 21 pips. So your stop loss will be 0.76832. Then your take profit should be 30 pips from your entry for take profit 1 and take profit 2, 50 pips. Don't worry if all these things I'm doing is looking like I'm a professor in trading. Forget it. I'm not. I was one day like you. Yeah, everything was sounding like Greek and German to me. So what changed? It was practice. That's what changed. So as you practice, you get better. As you practice, you become better. All right? So that's how you set your trade. But like I said, this is not a trade because I can't see anything in the chart now. I can't see anything in the index now. So don't take this trade. Don't hurry and jump into it because it's not a trade. All right, so there's still not a trade yet. So don't worry yourself. You can come back later in the day. You know, yesterday was bank holiday in the US and Canada and Japan. So quite a number of holidays. So usually a day after a major holiday, the volume in the market is usually very low. And that's the day people blow accounts. You see why it's so sweet to be an institutional. These things guide you. You look now, there's no trade, you won't trade. But retail traders will go and draw support resistance, and they will look at the Fibonacci, they will look at the, rising wedge, falling wedge, the flag, those names. And they will jump in, and market will suddenly, the market might go their direction for like 5 pips, 6 pips, and this is why you should be, you should chest out for what you have. Be proud of what you have. Share it lavishly. Share it lavishly. Everybody will get the recording. Share it lavishly. Don't keep it to yourself. And our classes in the, our Zoom sessions in the night, come on those sessions. Don't say I don't have a guest. That you don't have a guest means you need the meeting. You need to believe. How come you don't have a guest? You should have a guest for every meeting. If you don't have a guest, means that there's something you are not doing right. Either you don't believe big, or you are being selfish with the opportunity. Whichever one it is not right. It's not right. Change it. Have a lot of guests in the meeting. And be there also. Be there also. Be there also. Imagine all of us don't come because we think we know it all. Is it not the presentation they will do? It's for new people now. So who will do the presentation? The presentation will do itself for the new people. Think big, think team, think the good of everyone. Think of the good of everyone. And you see how easy these things will be. Okay? So before we call it a day, any question? I need to run now because I have a meeting by 11. It's a physical meeting. Any question, quickly put it on the chat. There's this person that has a very unique name. I want to know why you're answering this name and who you are. Who knows this person that answers thunder?